Welcome to the Sons of Sithis podcast. Be wary, travelers, for we use curse words, colorful ones too, and we don't care. In fact, we love curse words here. We sure fucking do. Fuck you. My name's Cody.
And I'm Dusty.
And welcome to the Sons of Sithis podcast. What do we got this week, Dusty?
I panicked. No, just kidding. Our main topic today is going to be the Daedric Prince of Knowledge, Hermaeus Mora himself.
Yes, so we are starting a new series where we go over all of the Daedric Princes, talk about their appearances in the games, what they do, how fucked up they are. Some of them are good, I guess, but most of them are pretty fucked.
Yeah. What they meant to the game, their effect in the game, if they had quests. Quests.
Quests? Lots of quests. Yeah, good times. First of all, there is a bit of news we want to go over. First, there was an announcement for some PvP events. It's the mid-year Mayhem PvP event coming to you again.
For all you PvPers out there
Yeah,
in the
for
world.
all you PvPers, or even if you're not into PvP, it seems like there's some pretty good bonuses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to start Thursday, July 26th at 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I wanted to say data time for a second. It's daylight time.
Just say
right?
Eastern.
Eastern time. And it's going to end Monday, August 6th at 10 a.m. So it's going on for quite a while. During this time, you can win honor and bonuses and bonus rewards by following the steps below. So first, visit the in-game crown store and acquire and activate the details on the mid-year Mayhem ticket. And 2, travel to your Alliance War faction's main gate in Cyrodiil using the Alliance War menu. 3, find an NPC called Predicant Mera. Predicant?
I don't know.
Predicant?
Just Predicant.
And pick up the quest Mid-Year Mayhem. Note, if you already completed the quest last year, you won't need to do it again. So if you did this event last year, you don't need to do the quest again, which is cool.
Oh, yeah, it said this event was returning, right?
Yeah. This has happened before, yeah. Complete the quest to receive your scroll of Pelinal's
Ferocity and the Pelinal's Mid-Year Boon Box.
The Boon Box. Yeah. Use the scroll to enjoy a 2-hour 100% buff in the Alliance War Imperial City and Battlegrounds 2, Alliance points gained, and XP gains for all PvP player kills.
Mm-hmm.
Which is dope.
That's huge.
So that's a lot of XP gain. It is only in PvP stuff, but I don't mind the PvP stuff. I think it's fun.
I've never tried it, honestly.
It's good. You just need to make sure to, like, the biggest thing with PvP is you have to have much more, like, burst damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, like, hurry up and kill someone. You know what I mean?
Rather than, like, AoE for mobs?
Well, AoEs, yeah, but also just, like, dots and stuff like that. You want to, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, and you have to have really good reflexes for PvP, too, because you got to, like, hurry up and gank and stun and hurry up and kill. Because, like, when I play on my Nightblade, I have to do a completely different loadout to go in PvP because I need to, like, go invisible and sneak up behind people and save up my ult. I can't remember what it's called. Endless something. Save up my ult because it stuns them. And then if I can stun them, then I can easily kill them with that and throw down some, like, Killer's Blade and stuff like that. To
Big time stuns. Exactly,
yeah. But yeah, PvP is all about burst damage and stopping people from from stunning you, essentially. So yeah, really cool. You're able to keep the scroll of Pelinal's Ferocity and reuse it for the duration of the event. So you can it's kind of like the Pie of Misrule or whatever, that, like, it's not just for 2 hours once. Like, you can fucking keep going.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of people don't realize maybe about stuff like this is that, like, no, the whole fucking time you can have 100% XP boost the entire time, so you can really grind up. And especially, like, if you're playing a Nightblade or a healer or something like that, and you need certain PvP skills, because, like, for Nightblades you need Caltrops. If you're going to do PvE, Caltrops is one of the best AoEs in the game, and if you need Caltrops, it's a part of the Assault skill line, which is one of the PvP skill lines, which you need Alliance points to gain. And you have to get, like, level 8 or 6 or some shit to get Caltrops. Like, it takes a minute. And if you're a healer, you need the horn, the war horn. The war horn's one of the best ults for healers. It buffs your whole party. Like, So if you need those, this may be a good time to start grinding some Battlegrounds and give Battlegrounds a try. It's honestly, I enjoyed it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Even like the team deathmatch stuff that you can do. It's just fun.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And then it's got some more stuff.
Become the Star Maid
Yeah,
Knight.
so you can become the Star Maid Knight. Those who claim victory on the field of battle can earn themselves a special collectible that's only available during the Mid-Year Mayhem event, the Mid-Year's Victory Laurel Wreath.
Mid-Year Victor's Laurel Wreath.
Did I say that right?
No.
What did I say?
You
Victories?
said Victory Laurels.
Victor's Laurel Wreath. To earn this glorious headdress, you must unlock the Star Maid Knight achievement by completing each of the 7 Mid-Year Mayhem event achievements. Oh, sick. So there's like a special thing you can unlock. So the Mayhem Connoisseur, receive the blessing of the White Strike at one of the Alliance gates during the Mid-Year Mayhem. I assume that probably kind of goes with the quests and shit. The Echo of Pelinal's Fury, read a scroll of Pelinal's ferocity during Mid-Year Mayhem, so use the scroll, which would be an easy one. Hand of the White Strike, acquire your 25th Pelinal's Mid-Year Boon Box.
Damn, 25?
Dude, those boxes are sick. Because, like, the boxes that they do, because, like, the anniversary boxes that you could get for doing crafting stuff, I made so much money off of those boxes. Because
Really?
I was doing the daily crafting on, like, 6 characters.
That's a lot of gold.
Yeah, well, just the gold from that, and they had chances to drop motifs. And once I sold off, I'm still waiting for some of them because they, when they're common and you can get them out of the boxes like that, the prices dip a little bit. So I waited a couple months so the prices would go back up, which they are now. Like I was showing you earlier, I sold a couple of them recently to where they're up like 10 to like 12K gold now for a lot of the common ones. And there's even one that I was looking on my add-on that I have. I can't remember what it's called. Master Merchant. I think that reads all my guilds and sells and stuff and tells me like about how much things are worth.
Or is that like Master Guild Trader or something?
That's one of them, but I think that one just helps the user interface for the guild stuff.
Okay.
I think it's Master Merchant that does the price analyzing. I can't remember, but yeah, some of them I put one up on the store that was like 78K.
Damn.
I think it was one of the swords or the axe one was worth a lot. So they can be getting if they have. I haven't got to see what's in those things yet, but if you get them, I mean, you could get really cool stuff from those.
Yeah.
So 25 of those will get you the Hand of White Strake achievement, and then the Wrath of White Strake. Defeat 50 opponents during the Mid-Year Mayhem, so get 50 kills in PvP. Palinavent, yeah, thank you. Palinavent the Scourge, win a battleground match during the Mid-Year Mayhem. Palinoline the Bloody. Palinoline the Bloody. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god,
Capture
they made
a
these names
keep
really difficult.
Thanks a lot, Zenimax Online. Capture a keep in Cyrodiil during the Mid-Year Mayhem. And then the last one, capture...
Pelinarif Insurgent.
Yeah, there you go. Capture an Imperial district during the Mid-Year Mayhem, which would be in the Imperial City. It's pretty cool. And then it says the unique boxes contain Telvar stones and a chance to receive one of these items: transmute crystals, alchemy reagents, PvP consumables such as repair kits, forward camps, and siege weapons, motif pages for the Alliance and Akaveri styles. There you go.
Yep.
So grind for those fucking motifs because you'll make so much gold off of that.
Gotta get
shit.
that coin, baby.
Grind for those motifs. Style items for your Alliance, Akaveri style items, Cold Harbor siege weapons, prismatic rune stones, and the Book of Pelinal housing items. The housing items are expensive too. Anything to do with housing is usually expensive. Honestly, it seems really, really cool. I'm definitely gonna do it.
Yeah,
I might switch my main to like a PvP build and start doing this once the event star's going. Because I haven't maxed out my other Nightblade.
This kind of event really will bring a lot of people to PvP, including me. I'm almost... My first character ever is about to be max level.
You're super close.
Huge claps.
You're gonna hit it. You're gonna fucking hit it tonight is what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Hit that shit tonight, boy.
Yeah, so I think that'll definitely bring me into the PvP scene.
Well, like for anyone that hasn't tried PvP, honestly, you should try it. And even if you're, super scared about going into PvP, there's plenty of videos on, and maybe we'll do a podcast about gearing your character towards PvP.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about earlier, really it's about burst damage, and with healers, you kind of want to stick in your. I don't even really see tanks used that often in PvP. It's more like just bursty damage shit, and like healers that will, and healers that will put up wards on everybody and like give players buffs. But that's only when you're like fighting for like a fucking castle or whatever, the keeps in Cyrodiil. I've only really played Cyrodiil and the Imperial City. I haven't done much of the battleground stuff, but I've heard the battleground stuff is really good. Honestly, I really need to get into it. I think it'd be good. Yeah. So we've done that, and then let's do our new segment. Dusty, what's our new segment?
We got a couple new segments we're going to start doing every week. So next one, we're going to pick a set, an armor set. Okay, an armor set every week. We're going to highlight it, go through it, see why it's amazing, why you should use it. Exactly. All right.
And just to preface this, we're both not like extremely experienced ESO players. Like, and I honestly play a Nightblade as my main, and then I've got a healer that I'm bringing up too that's pretty close to max level. But we're by no means experts, so take our advice with a grain of salt. But
not even a little bit.
But so what's the first set that we got?
Oh God, what has happened? What has happened? So the first set we're going to be doing this new segment with is the Calurian's Legacy set.
Ooh.
Level 50, Champion 160, which is max for gear. Right?
When did that one come in the game?
Oh my God, update 17.
Yeah, so this one was during the Dragon Bones DLC.
Dragon Bones DLC, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, for you guys that don't know, gear maxes out at Champion point 160. Is the max for gear. So the stats that we read off are going to be the Champion point 160 stats.
Exactly. So with this set, if you have 2 items, it adds 833 spell critical, big time spell crit.
Yeah.
And if you get 3 items, it adds 129 spell damage, also big numbers. 4 items adds another 833 spell critical.
That's a lot of spell crit.
That's a lot. What is that? Quick
like
math.
1666.
Oh, God.
The devil.
Now, this is where it turns into a big boy set, okay? Big boy set incoming.
Hit me with the 5th item, the one that everyone cares about, Dusty. Give me that nasty prop.
5th item in the Calurian's Legacy set. When you deal critical damage with a single target magicka ability, you launch a fire, ice, shock, or disease ball at your target that deals 12,900 damage and applies a status effect. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds.
Dude, that's a sick proc, especially that at every 10 seconds you could possibly hit that. So I'm not 100% sure on if they count light attacks as magicka abilities. They might not.
No, because it would have to be an ability, right? You're just using your staff.
Oh, yeah, it does say ability, huh?
Yeah, so it's a single target magicka ability, unfortunately.
So if it's single target, then that sounds like it would be really good for like PvP stuff if it's single target, because especially with like Sorks and stuff, your main is a Sork. It's really a lot of AoEs, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're doing it specific to PvE, it's pretty much all AoEs.
Right. Well, you have a spammable that you use, right?
Yeah. I have...
What is it?
Force Pulse is one of them for single target.
Yeah. So you do have single target ones. So what's the percentage? What's the percentage chance on it?
That's a great question.
So it gives you. Oh, it just says you
when you deal critical damage.
Oh, whenever you deal crit.
Yeah. So look, you beef all that critical damage you do, or the spell critical, and then it plays into the 5th item, which anytime you hit a critical damage with a single target magic.
So if you build yourself with enough crit and give yourself enough crit chance, then this could pretty easily be happening every 10 seconds. You deal damn near 1,300 damage.
And if you're fighting another sorcerer, they could be max level, huge champion points, and they've only got 17k health.
Exactly.
And that's like 2-shot almost, and they're pretty much gone.
Exactly. So if you guys don't know where to find it, this came out in the Dragon Bones DLC. So it is going to be in the Fanglair group dungeon, which is located in Bangkorai. So it's part of the Dragon Bones DLC. And then it's going to be in normal and vet modes. So obviously if you do it in normal, it's going to be blue gear, I'm pretty sure, for normal dungeons.
Yeah.
And then for vet ones, it's whatever the next step up is. I can't remember.
Purple?
Yeah. So, and then if you do it in vet, it's going to be purple drops. And then it did show here too. It doesn't give you the exact drop chance, but the random stuff is going to be dropped by the Anarum Heritance Proving Ground in Oridon. Oh no, this is just all in Fanglair. Oh, those are just examples of like what it might drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think it's a really cool set. Especially that proc is pretty sweet. That's a lot of damage in launching a big ass fireball. Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty sick. Especially what's cool about these 5 sets, especially with the recent changes to now your staff is going to count for 2 slots of that. So if you do that and then other things, then you could still do a monster set, which would get you a sweet proc, and then you could almost do another 5-piece set, or you could easily do like a 2 or 3-piece set along with that.
Yeah.
That's what's so cool about builds in ESO is like, you know, it kind of maxes out at 5 items. So and you have a lot of slots that you can eat up, and now that you have 4 with your weapons, just your weapons alone, you have 4 slots.
Yeah.
And then you have your necklace, 2 rings, and then your head, hands, shoulders, chest, and legs and boots. So you have a lot of room to make really cool builds. That's one of the reasons I really like ESO.
It's very unique.
You can
like pinpoint exactly what you want your build to be and really make it your own kind of build.
Yeah, and that's why it's so cool. And that's another thing why I really like crafting and finding the little crafting stations and stuff. The set crafting stations, because it's just cool to like find a crafting station, you know, in your travels, and then like, oh shit, this would be a really cool armor set for one of my characters or whatever. The only problem is obviously, you know, getting your character that much research. I'm to the point now where my staffs are both like 12-day researches.
Jesus.
But they're almost done. I think all my staffs are on 7, and I think it's 8.
Flashbacks to Clash of Clans. Upgrading
Oh my
buildings.
god, Clash of... Yeah,
You have
dude.
to wait a week.
No, I just want an infused frost staff, god damn it. Just want that nerd hound. Give me it. Cool, well that's fun. So now we're going to move on to our next news segment.
Big time news segment.
Yeah, we're going to start segmenting our show a little bit more, which will be really cool, I think. So our next one is just going to be what we've been up to Elder Scrolls wise. I know recently, just because of Somerset, and I'm really excited for the Hearseen expansion.
The Wolf Hunter stuff.
The Wolf Hunter DLC that's coming out. Yeah, and I know you are too. So really, I've been playing like all ESO recently.
Dude, I don't... Honestly, like...
As much as I love Skyrim and Oblivion, I've been playing a lot of fucking ESO recently.
As of like the past 2 weeks, I don't play any other game. Or want to at all.
You've just been absorbed in ESO.
Dude, it's just fucking... ESO is my life.
It's such a good game, dude. I love MMOs and like, especially fantasy MMOs. Like,
and
so
dude,
cool.
A lot of people say like MMOs are too time consuming. It's like, well, when you get that fucking hooked into it, like, you're gonna do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
They don't have to be, is the thing. Like, yes, they absolutely can be, but once you establish yourself and you have enough gold and you have enough XP and you have a high level character,
you can get some scrolls. Your crafting's pretty good. Get some training.
And like
gear.
especially with ESO where there's only 50 levels and it's not like WoW where there's 110 now. You know, like WoW, it's really daunting for a new player to want to play WoW. You know, I mean, besides with vanilla WoW coming out. Break lore for a second. Oh my god. Anyway, without that in there, level 110, like it fucking takes forever to get to level 110, I'd assume. Like, I haven't even gotten to level 110 in WoW. Like, it takes forever. And yeah, if you're just starting, that's so like, fuck, 110 levels. If you play for 2 hours and you're like level 10, you're like, fuck.
It's gonna take forever.
It's gonna take so long.
And the part that really is, I wouldn't say upsetting, but scary about WoW to me personally was it's such an old game and there's so much content in that game that, like, I don't know 99% of the shit that's going on in that game. Like, as far as gear mostly, honestly. Like, there's so much gear in WoW where I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, WoW is one of those games that, like, it's really good because there is so much content. And when you get down to it, honestly, WoW is one of those things that, like, if you play it to its max, it's probably one of the cheapest forms of entertainment you could possibly do. Because you think about it, you pay $20 to get WoW, and then you pay what, like 50 for Legion, that's out right now, right?
Yeah, BFA comes out in a couple weeks or something.
Yeah.
So,
and then you
don't buy Legion right now.
I was gonna say Legion just becomes part of the game once BFA comes out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't buy Legion right now. Fuck.
Please, God, don't do that. Wait 2 more weeks.
Yeah, but and then you pay $15 a month. But if you're playing that game, like, honestly, you could play it. When I was in high school, I played it like fucking 6-8 hours a day, man. Like, you can play it so long, and when you divide that by how much time compared to like spending $25 to go see a movie for 2 hours, like when you divide it by how much money you're playing each hour, and same thing with ESO2. Even if you're paying the $15 a month to get all the crowns and have a craft bag and shit.
You should.
It's honestly, it's really good. Did you see the Elder Scrolls tweet that they tweeted about?
About reasons why you.
Yeah. It's so funny. I wanna read it because it was so funny. But while I'm pulling it
was
up,
like a part of that meme that's like, it's a funny list of like, you can't name any reasons why, and then the number one is like the reason why you should get it.
Yeah.
It's Elder Scrolls Online. You just had it. You were just there. That one, second one. Wait, no. Give me the thing.
But anyway, yeah, it's so daunting to join WoW. Where like ESO, there's 50 levels. There is a lot of content, but when there's only 2 major expansions, there's a bunch of little ones. Like, it's just not as intimidating to start it as a player, and you can get to level 50. Honestly, you can get to level, if you fucking grind during an event like this that's coming up where you get 100% XP and then you get Psijic Ambrosia, or you get like a grand Gold Coast experience scroll from the Crown Store that gives you 150% XP, and then you get the 100 XP on top of that. So you're going at 250 XP, plus if you do like a Pledge of Mara to get another 10% XP, and then if you have training gear, which you can get up to another 20% XP boost, like, you can get to level 50 so fucking fast.
And honestly, just to speak to the 150% XP scrolls, I went from level 42 to 47 or 46 in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Like,
which, when you're that high, that's a lot of XP.
Yeah, it was, and honestly, it was just Alakir Desert. And once you get to that level, you can run Delves alone so easy. And there are actually a lot of XP because there's a lot of enemies to kill.
Yeah, what's crazy is when I maxed out my first character, it was during one of the Jesters festivals. Yeah, so I had the Pie of Misrule, which was a 100% XP boost, and then I bought some Psijic Ambrosia, which is the 150% XP boost. I bought the big one, and then for an hour, and then I was doing dolmens in the Alakir Desert, and I was getting like 60k experience per dolmen.
Damn.
Like, it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I was gaining a level like every 3 or 4 dolmens. It was nuts. Like,
all right, read the goddamn tweet.
Yeah, so
we're all waiting.
Top 10 ESO plus membership benefits. 10, you. 9, can't. 8, rank. 7, ESO plus. 6, benefits. 5, cuz. 4, there. 3, all. 2, rad. 1, craft.
So
you can't rank ESO plus benefits because they're all rad. Craft bag.
Just the craft bag.
So true.
From the official Elder Scrolls Online Twitter, craft bag.
They know exactly what they're fucking talking about because that craft bag is so convenient, dude.
It's not only convenient, it's fucking broken. Like, it's the best item in the game.
Yeah, it's like
saying it right now.
It's like a magic bag of holding or whatever in D&D. Like, it's fucking
Hermione's
stupid.
bag.
Yeah, Hermione's bag. Yeah. So what have you been up to in ESO, Dusty? In our next segment, what have we been up to?
Is that how you're gonna intro?
What have we been up to?
What have we been up to, the sons of Sithis?
Bum.
All right. Smooth segue into our new segment here. Well, like I said before, I'm just grinding levels. Doing delves alone, trying to do dungeons alone. God help me. Those are fucking hard alone.
Oh, you have to like travel to them to do that, huh? You can't do that like the Dungeon Finder.
Yeah, it's scary.
Why would you do those alone?
I don't know. I just thought it would be fun, and then
you have like a self heal on your Sork?
No, not even a little bit.
Oh, I was gonna say, because like with Maelstrom Arena builds, you can do stuff that that you have like self heals. Like there's a really good one in the PvP skill line. It's like the defender PvP skill line that's really good, really good self heal called Vigor. I think it's really good.
Don't know that. I don't know what that is.
Well, you'll find out when we play PvP coming July 26th.
I have the ward. That's not self-healing, but that's like an extra 12k that damage I can take. Yeah. But it's only for 5 seconds, so I mean, it's whatever.
It's your oh shit button.
Exactly.
Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Oh god. That's my thought process before I press that button. It's just oh god.
Seriously. So you've been grinding?
Grinding, delves, dungeons, Alakir Desert. It's fucking insane. XP scrolls. I kept getting like these free crates. I even bought a few crates, but I just kept getting XP scrolls. I have like 12 XP scrolls. I still haven't used.
The grand ones or like the 100%, 50% ones?
Just all XP scrolls. I think I have 4 150% still.
Those ones are so good.
And
you can gain levels so fast.
Yeah, dude. I plan on playing for like 3 hours when I get home, probably.
Hell yeah,
and
dude.
It'll be max level.
I'll play along with you, man. Yeah, we'll go do some. I'll play my healer and we'll go do some. By the way, like, dude, healing in this game is so much fun.
Really?
I really like it.
I've not tried it.
I
would tank before I heal.
I just like healing in general, and I hate it at the same time. And I feel like in this one, you don't get as much shit as when I was, like, healing in WoW, where, like, if you fuck up, everyone lets you know. Like, in WoW, like, I don't know. And maybe it's different. I haven't played WoW in a long time frequently. Mm-hmm. To where like I was doing dungeons and shit.
I really like tanking in WoW, and I think that's why I also enjoy tanking in ESO.
Well, tanking's just fun in general because you're the big fucking.
You just get to initiate.
Yeah, dude.
That's my favorite part. You just get to run in there and just fucking
play big ass orc.
Warhammer, dude.
That's some good shit, man.
Yeah,
tanking. I'm not a huge tanker. I don't like tanking a whole lot, but it can be fun.
Yeah, get out there and
you really like the
swing your hammer.
I think like the pressure is what gets to me with tanking because like you're the fucking captain. If you're the tank, like you really are the fucking captain of the team. I like being the healer where I'm like the co-captain. Like I'm in charge, but I'm second in command. I'll be the lieutenant.
That's what the healers like to say.
I'll just sit in the back and like.
Yeah,
you'll be okay.
This is your co-captain. Right?
You'll be okay. Don't worry, I'll heal you. Come over here.
He's not a very good healer.
Fuck you.
I have died on numerous occasions because of his lack of healing.
I've been in ESO this week. I've been kind of grinding too because on my main, I made the horrible mistake on my fucking main Nightblade that I didn't get the Fighters Guild skill line before I started grinding Dolmens, which absolutely fucks you, dude.
You idiot.
It fucks you so bad because you get so much XP, so much Fighters Guild XP for shutting down Dolmens. And like, dude, I want Flawless Dawnbreaker, the ult I've got up to 8 now, so I can finally use fucking Trap Beast, which is such a staple for Nightblade builds. Mm-hmm. It's a dot for Nightblades. It's so fucking good. And I finally got it, so I'm so relieved I got it up to Fighters Guild 8. But I need to max it out at 10 to get Dawnbreaker, the ult, and then morph it into Flawless Dawnbreaker. It's such a good ult, and I want it so bad. But, oh, man, dude. I've been grinding Dolmens on my fucking CP 250, my dude.
Yeah. So, also, another note, I have also been grinding lore books and sky shards out my fucking ass. So it's either I'm doing Dolmens.
I've been doing sky shards on my main too, so I can get more traits in my crafting stuff because I'm at like 48, 46 for pretty much all my crafting except for enchanting and jewelry crafting are at like 20 or something, but I don't use those a whole lot. So I've gotten those up by quite a bit, but I still haven't maxed out to where I can make the highest level stuff on those because you need like 10 skill points each or whatever. Yeah. So I've been grinding sky shards a little bit for that. But yeah, sky shards you've been doing a lot of in lore books.
Sky shards and lore books. Yeah, I usually try and dedicate like 45 minutes to an hour of just pure lore book sky shard hunting because I need the Mages Guild ult, and I usually do it in between like queues for dungeons because I play DPS, so I have to wait for 25 minutes. Okay.
Unless I'm playing with you.
That was an exaggeration. I usually wait like 10 minutes to find a dungeon.
Yeah.
So I just do it in between dungeons, and like honestly, it's so productive. If I'm not doing Dolmens, I'm lore bug hunting.
Yeah.
So, also rest in peace to your healer's add-on, that the lore book map. That
I
doesn't
figured
work.
it out. I
You
figured
did?
it out. Yeah, I shut it off somehow in my add-on thing.
You idiot.
I actually like downloaded another add-on that would do it, and then I just disabled the lore books add-on. It's like it was an add-on. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's actually really cool because it's just one add-on for everything. So it shows you all of the. If you look at your map, it shows you all of the thieves' troves. It shows, or not thieves' troves. It shows you all of the chests, and then it shows you all of the sky shards and lore books as well. So it shows you all three in the same add-on.
Yeah.
And the map icons are a little bit smaller, which I like, just because the lore book ones, they're kind of big and it like muds up the map really bad. And the one that I have, I'll show you when we're done with the cast or whatever. But it's like they're really cool. It's just like little. What?
It's funny that you called it the cast.
The cast.
The cast. When we're done with the cast.
I'm a cool kid, Dusty. We abbreviate things. But yeah, so I've been doing that. I've also been doing the Dark Brotherhood main story, which I haven't
Big
finished
surprise. Cody enjoys the Dark Brotherhood.
yet. What's this podcast called, Dusty?
Wow.
Sons of who?
Wow. Cody enjoys the Dark Brotherhood. Big surprise.
Big surprise. The Nightblade that likes stabbing people with his knives.
Yeah, the guy that I don't even. Okay, let me rephrase this of how I was going to say.
If you were going to say, I don't even like the Dark Brotherhood.
I love the Dark Brotherhood.
Why the fuck is our name Sons of Sithis, Dusty?
It is not my main concern because I am primarily a mage type of player.
That's true.
So I love the Dark Brotherhood. Don't get me wrong.
You like necromancy though, being the creepy like. I'm the dark, scary mage.
Here's a skeleton.
Your ultimate goal is to become a fucking lich.
The Lich. Where was I going with this? I don't even
You were
remember.
saying about how you don't like
I
the dark...
created the name. He's a Dark Brotherhood one. I thought of the name. Wow.
Whatever.
Wow. Maybe we should have been.
That's funny.
Maybe we should have been the
me.
Virgins of Vanus.
Virgins of Vanus Galarian. He's definitely a virgin. Dude.
Sons of Sothasil.
So is Mana
We
Marco.
should have been Sons of Sothasil. All right.
That's why Mana Marco's so upset, dude. He's
Man
a
of
virgin.
Mana Marco. I could go on for days about
He's a
names.
He's a virgin. Okay, let's stop with the podcast names.
These are all
but yeah,
trademarked.
so I've been
Don't take
doing
these.
so I've been doing the Dark Brotherhood quest line, which is really fun. If you haven't done it, go ahead and do it.
With
But
the
like
speaker.
the thing that well,
Are those the
I've been
speaker
doing
does
those
dailies?
ones. I do those dailies all the time because of the motifs.
Dude, gotta get those special Sith
Like I said earlier, if you get all the bonuses, you get a chance for a Dark Brotherhood motif, and those ones are expensive. You can sell those ones for like, if you get a good one, they can go for like 20, 30K. So
Bang.
like really you should do, if you're like on the gold grind trying to get gold, like really you should be doing anything that gets you motifs, and then you should be maxing out your ledger domain stuff. You know, stealing and murdering people and getting those, because you can get a lot of gold from pickpocketing and killing and doing the Blade of Woe and taking their stolen goods and finding thieves troves, stuff like that.
I'm honestly not too huge into the gold grind. I just kind of.
I'm not either. The only I kind of am. I guess
I'm
I do
so
like
used
the
to
Sith
looting
stuff and like.
I'm so used to looting dead bodies from Skyrim that just like almost every single body I kill, I just get 1625 gold, and like after a long time, after you're almost max level and you've been doing that the whole time you've been playing.
Yeah, the problem is though, like you will eventually want to start gold grinding because you'll want to buy like a house.
I am a
and
mage.
stuff.
I am above gold. It is only a material item.
Well, if you ever want to buy a house or something like that and you don't want to blow the crowns to do it, then you're going to need like a couple million gold.
But houses aren't that important in ESO.
Yeah, they are. If you want like extra storage.
You know what? I'm going to spend $40 on crowns to buy the grotto.
Holy fuck, dude.
That was a big time statement.
That'd be so sick, dude. I wanted that grotto so
Be like,
bad,
yo,
but I
dude, come
couldn't
over
do
to my
it.
house. It's a grotto.
Yeah, I spent $50 fucking dollars on this.
It's a
virtual-
grotto. I have a ship.
I was really close to doing it, dude. Like I was fucking. Come on, I was so close. I really wanted it.
He had his finger on the mouse, like.
But yeah, it's been a fun week of ESO. But let's go ahead and get into our main topic this week.
The big boy.
Hermaeus Mora, Dusty.
Daedric Princes
Tell us
knowledge.
Tell us a little bit about Hermaeus Mora, Dusty. Do you want to take it away and tell us about him?
Oh my god. Yes, Hermaeus Mora. You know, for all those people that are kind of new to Elder Scrolls, I'll just give you a quick rundown of what a Daedric Prince / Daedra Lord, that's another name they go by, They are the most powerful of the Daedra. This is why they are worshipped by mortals as deities. Big time power is what I'm getting at. Huge power.
Huge.
Power level increasing.
It's over 9,000!
Another kind of origin of Daedric Princes. They are the Atata who, when Lorkhan proposed? Who's the one that can't read now? Proposed the creation of Mundus. They did not participate, but rather created domains out of themselves in oblivion. Another few Atata also became Daedric Princes after the creation of Mundus. You know, they're strong. All right, that's all you really need to know.
Yep. And I just say, because I think it's cool, if you didn't know, Aedra means ancestors, and Daedra means not our ancestors. So they are not our ancestors.
They are not.
But they're fucking dope.
Exactly. So let's get into the meat of it. Hermaeus Mora, God of Knowledge.
Yeah, he's like, he like guards all the, the Prince of Knowledge. He like guards all of the forbidden knowledge and shit like that, right?
All the knowledge that's forbidden to mortals is all the knowledge he has. It's what he teaches. And Apocrypha, his realm, is fucking creepy as hell.
Apocrypha is way cool. I remember Apocrypha in the Dragonborn DLC is when you head in there. And I think, because I know Hermaeus Mora is in ESO at some point. There's like a quest or two with him in there. I don't know if you go to Apocrypha, though.
I'm not sure. I've never played that in ESO. But in Skyrim, he plays a huge part in all of the Dragonborn DLC.
He's the Dragonborn DLC, yeah.
Yeah, so he makes appearances in Skyrim and Elder Scrolls Online. I've never seen him in ESO yet.
I know he's in there, but I haven't seen him. He does have a shrine in Oblivion, so you can go get like his artifact.
Yeah.
What's his artifact in the book?
The Augurum Infinium.
The Augurum Infinium.
Something like that.
Is that how you say it?
Augurum Infinium.
Yeah.
Augma Infinium.
Augma Infinium. Yeah. So yeah, you can get that shit in Oblivion and in Skyrim.
Skyrim, you can only read it once.
Yeah.
And then it disappears forever.
I can't remember what it is
makes
in Oblivion.
You go insane.
Because I haven't gone around and done the Daedric stuff in Oblivion.
But one thing I did learn, this is new knowledge to me, you can actually get the same knowledge you get from the Augma Infinium in a one-time read through the Black Books, but you have to read a shit ton of Black Books to get to it.
Really?
Yeah. You have to read a ton of them, and Black Books are a big part of the Skyrim questline, the Dragonborn DLC. Interesting fact, he's Mephalah's sibling. That's why a lot of people think he chooses... Not necessarily choose, but he looks so fucking creepy like Mephalah.
Because he's creepy like Mephalah, because they're both creepy.
Because they're siblings.
Mephalah looks so dope, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
Mephalah is so creepy.
Yeah. Honestly,
he looks really cool, too.
He's just creepy. He's just a mass of darkness and eyes and tentacles.
Well, and like I was going to say, because he's a mass of like darkness and shit, but like when you go into his cave and you see like his shrine, and same thing in in Oblivion, he's just like this big like goop of like fucking eyes and tentacles.
Yeah,
like,
when you first see him in Skyrim, after you talk to what's his name, Septimus Cygnus or something. Yeah. You go back up that path and you just see this like weird ass just green tentacle stuff waiting by the door, and you're just like, hello? There's no way around this, is there?
Hello?
What?
Is anybody there, dude?
Who are you, dude?
Why are your tentacles out here, dude? Don't touch me without mine. It's gross.
Okay, so like we said before, his plane in Oblivion is Apocrypha. A little more defined. I almost said defined definition. A little more specific definition is where all forbidden knowledge can be found. Essentially, a never-ending library of books that have black covers and no names. I think that's the most bone-chilling part about it.
It is cool, especially like... If you can imagine just like actually spending time there as like you're gone fucking crazy and you get taken to this realm and you like, because his little boys are like his dudes
the
that
seekers
are in there.
And the lurkers.
The seekers and the lurkers, yeah, they're fucking creepy. And they're
that's
like
what you turn into when you get all that knowledge. It starts to corrupt you as a mortal.
Right.
Or not a mortal, but as a spirit. And so you just turn into these creepy ass fucking...
They're so cool looking.
They protect his knowledge.
Yeah, they protect his knowledge, and they're like seeking out the knowledge that they were looking for when they were...
Mortal.
When they were mortal, right?
Yeah.
So like you can find all that information, but it's in all these creepy books. And what's cool too is like just walking around, like there's like these stacks of all the books just around like crazy.
They're just
and then there's
floating,
papers just flying around and like books floating around. Like, dude, Hermione Granger would come in her pants if she walked in there, dude. Like,
God.
so many fucking books, Dusty.
God.
Good lord.
Just to give you a sense of the gravity of his library, his plane in Oblivion is like, it consumes all of space and time, and it's never ending. It's all in the future. It's all in the past. It's all in the present. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's
at all
infinite.
times.
It's infinite, just like time is. So when you go in there, there's books from the future. There's books from the past, obviously, and like, yeah, it's never ending because time is never ending as far as we know,
Exactly.
right? That's
Yeah.
like
Goes on forever.
Yeah,
supposedly.
so it's so fucking creepy. It's like the world's creepiest library ever. It's so cool. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. Another interesting fact about the Black Books, specific to Skyrim, if you read them in Apocrypha, it transports you to Solstheim, and the only place they could
The
be...
Black Books?
Yeah. The Black Books.
Oh,
The
so
ones
if
in
you
your
read...
inventory,
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
ones
yeah.
you just read around.
Yeah.
The big Black Books.
Okay.
So yeah, they'll transport you from Apocrypha into Solstheim, and if you read them in Solstheim, they transport you into Apocrypha. So it's like a double, what's the word I'm looking for? A two-way road. Into and out of
Oh, sure.
Apocrypha and Solstheim. Yeah. So they just contain hidden knowledge, gives the reader a stupid amount of powers and abilities. Because it's all that
Yeah.
forbidden knowledge. It's locked off to the mortals. And
The
if you can
knowledge
have
is forbidden.
My God.
It's literally the restricted section from Harry Potter, dude. That's literally his entire realm. Is the restricted section.
My God.
Hermaeus Mora. Oh my fucking god.
Hermaeus Mora.
Hermaeus Mora is just Mr. Filch, dude. Walking around with his lamp.
Okay, so the Augment...
There are children out of bed!
Oh my God. Gotta calm down with
There are
that
children out of bed. We'll hang them up in the dungeons by their thumbs.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Filch is so creepy.
Wait, okay, before I get into this, I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan on purpose. I just haven't really watched the movies or read the books really at all. Just never really hooked me.
You've seen the
Is he the one? Is he the one with the cat?
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of balding. He's got super long, stringy hair.
Yeah, he plays
His name is Filch. That doesn't
Mr.
help.
Filch.
That certainly doesn't help him.
Yeah, he's a squib, which means his like parents are magic, but he's not magic. But
that fucking sucks.
he also plays the gatekeeper dude in Game of Thrones. What's his fucking name in Game of Thrones?
Oh, fucking
They're the guys that put on the Red
two
Wedding
rivers.
and shit. Why the fuck can I think of their name? All right, keep reading about Hermaeus Mora. We're fine.
Mora.
Why do I keep saying Moira? What is this fucking Peter Pan?
Overwatch?
Moira, yeah, Overwatch. I was thinking of like Moira and Moira Darling.
What the
and
fuck
fucking
is his
Peter
name?
Pan.
The Riverlands, right?
It's not in the river. Well, yeah, it is in the Riverlands. It's like right
Don't
by
tell me
like.
I'm wrong.
God damn it! Why can't I think of their house name? It's because we're in the fucking longest drought.
Oh my god,
Game of
dude! We
Thrones.
still have a whole nother almost a year.
That's okay. Just
Alright,
read the books
that's
and
off
you'll be
topic.
fine.
Back to the Ogma Infinium. It's like the main artifact associated with Hermaeus Mora. It's like the all-knowing book. It's the big knowledge book. So in Skyrim, if you read it, it grants you 5 levels in any of the paths you choose, which are Might, Shadow, or Magic.
Walder Frey.
The phrase, yes.
The
yes,
phrase. Okay, now I can sleep at night.
Yes. Okay, if you read the Ogma Infinium in Skyrim, it grants you 5 levels in any of these 3 categories. Okay?
5
Might.
levels. Oh, that's right. 5
Shadow.
fucking levels.
Or Magic
Might, Shadow, or Magic.
in Skyrim. And if you read
That's
it in
a lot. It's so much power. It's a lot of
Oh my-
levels.
dude, it's insane. 5 whole levels.
Unlimited power.
Just move
It's
on.
Palpatine, Dusty.
Show him your tattoos.
Ow. You're holding my hand.
Do you think he's a Star Wars nerd?
You're holding my hand.
Show him the other one too. Swear to God, I will grab your wrist so hard. So if you read it in Oblivion, the choices for the 5 levels are, so you get 5 levels again. It's
For our listeners, I have Star Wars tattoos on my forearms. moving on. I said listeners, Dusty.
He's gone.
Ow. Get your hands off me, you motherfucker. Get your hands off me, you little bitch.
You're not my dad.
Bippity.
You're not my fucking dad.
Noodlehead. God damn it. Tell me about Hermaeus Mora, Dusty.
If you read the Ogma Infinium in Oblivion.
In Oblivion. Oh, yeah, okay.
Because you can read it in Oblivion as well.
I know. It's...
Damn, he makes 3 appearances then.
Yeah, because he's in ESO too.
Well,
He's probably in other games too. No,
Arena?
He's in it. Like, it may not be actually... It is actually him. He's just talking to you.
Dude, can we talk about how fucking menacing his voice is? After I tell you, the choices for the 5 levels are in Oblivion, Steel, Shadow, and Spirit.
Nice.
Honestly, have not played Oblivion to the point where I know what Steel or Spirit.
It's pretty much the equivalent of the...
Might and Magic.
Yeah.
That felt really cool saying. I don't know if that felt cool
Dude,
to hear.
do you know what's crazy?
Might and Magic.
Do you know what's funny when you say that together? Do you know why that probably sounds good in your head?
Why?
Do you remember that computer game I used to play all the time? Heroes of Might and Magic?
Oh my god. I just got brainwashed. I just figured out I've been brainwashed.
You've been brainwashed. Because I used to play Heroes of Might and Magic. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 is where it got 3D and it looks weird and I stopped playing. It's a fun game.
What? Dude, what's... Okay.
I'll show it to you after this.
We'll talk about the games we used to play on our box computers
Anyway.
as children. Okay, I want to talk about how fucking menacing this dude's voice is.
Who is the voice actor?
Look it up.
He was really creepy.
I don't know. He's a really great voice actor.
My name is Hermaeus Mora, and you will be my champion once you defeat Mirak.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's Wes Johnson. Oh, I know this guy. I've seen this dude before. He's an announcer. He's an announcer for the NHL.
Wes Johnson is an American actor, cartoonist, comedian, and voice artist. Oh yeah,
yeah.
Wes Johnson.
Yeah. He's a comedian. He's a comedian too.
Yeah. He has a great career.
He has a
very storied
awesome
career.
voice. Yeah. Anyway,
Hermaeus Mora, dude. He's like you hear it. It's like that part in Zoolander where he gets the call from Morty and he's like, God.
God.
That's how I feel when
Hermaeus
Mora talks. I'm like, God.
What does he say back to him in Zoolander? He's like, no, it's me, you fucking idiot.
He doesn't say fucking.
He doesn't?
He just says like, no, it's Morty, you idiot. He's like, I'm taking a leak. Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm taking a leak, and he's like, come on.
Just give me one more drop because his fucking
Just
prostate's...
give me one more drop.
Yeah, dude, because his prostate's probably the size of a fucking grapefruit as he can't piss.
Come on.
Remember, he's like, come on, and he goes, and you hear a little... He's like, oh, yeah.
I think my favorite line in that whole movie has to be, I think I've come down with the black lung, Pop.
Oh, yeah. It's like, you've been down there for 3 days, Derek. Try being down there for 30 years.
And they're all lugging these huge rocks, and he comes up and he's like, he's got his little pebble.
God, dude.
Yeah. Menacing ass voice.
Yeah, he really does. It's so cool. So his appearances officially, he's in Arena.
Wow, I actually guessed correctly.
He's in Daggerfall.
I mean, I knew that. I didn't guess.
He's in Oblivion. He's in Skyrim. He's the biggest part of the Dragonborn DLC. He's in ESO. So he's in every main game except for Morrowind. Every main game.
Elder Scrolls 3.
So he's not in like the
Morrowind.
break-off games. And I wanted to talk about too, just real quick, let's talk about the races that recognize Hermaeus Mora as a deity.
Okay.
So, so first of all, the Nords do.
Okay.
Obviously,
It doesn't surprise me.
with in Skyrim and the
For
and the
some odd
dragons.
reason, I can't quite put my tongue upon the reason
Well,
why
yeah.
the Nords would believe
So
that.
the Nords call him Herma Mora, and then the Bosmer also recognize him as a deity, and same thing, they call him Herma Mora, and then the Khajiit also they call him Hermora. What?
I want you to say what Raz would say if he came face to face with Hermaeus Mora. Do it
If
right
he
now.
came face to face,
Yeah.
what context would Raz run into him in?
bad.
In bad context.
Yeah.
He just like
It's
runs into
scary.
him and he like runs. Jesus Christ, Hermaeus Mora. Hello. This one is so surprised to see you. This one is so surprised to see Hermora. I am in your debt. I would love.
Hermora?
That's what the
Hermamora?
Khajiit call him is Hermora.
Oh, they actually call him Hermora.
Yeah, they
Wow.
call him Hermora, yeah. They have, like, different names for a lot of stuff. So, like, for Akatosh, they call him Alkosh.
Make it shorter, dude. Their names are fucking confusing. Can you imagine having to say Hermaeus Mora every time? No wonder he's
Hermaeus
Hermora.
Mora. Hermaeus Mora. Hermaeus Moira.
Jesus, dude.
This one is in debt to Hermora. This one would also really like to see your library, but I also don't want to be killed, so please don't kill me. But I would like to see your library. This one loves libraries. Don't pay attention to the Microsoft computer in the background.
You can see the wave that bitch created. Fuck! Caught my eyes way
I'm
off
recording a
guard.
podcast, Microsoft, you son of a bitch.
All right, let's not bite the hand that feeds us.
computer
I also
is
just wanted to quickly run
BS.
through his role in Skyrim specifically.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Plays he is the Dragonborn DLC essentially. He's all up in Mirak's head because Mirak was in an intense battle. What was he? He was like engaging in bending wills of dragons in the mortal realm, and one of his fellow dragon priests did not take kindly to that, and so they got in this massive battle, lasted days and days, this intense bending will of dragons. It's dragon priest versus dragon priest, and then Mirak is on the grips. He's on one sliver in his health bar, and Hermaeus Mora takes him, saves him, takes him back to Apocrypha, and he says, Mirak, dragon priest of Solsteam,
You will now be my champion. Learn what you need to learn. Bend the wheels of the dragons as you will.
That's kind of badass.
being a real serious Hermaeus Mora right there. Yeah, so he saves Mirak's ass, essentially.
Yeah, he does.
Takes him back to Apocrypha. And basically, ever since Mirak has gotten to Apocrypha, he wants to get out. He doesn't like it there. I think that's his main motivation for trying to become such a great dragon priest and bend the wills of so many dragons. That's why when you're in Skyrim, in Apocrypha, you see just fucking random-ass dragons flying around. They're under Mirak's control. And you get in this intense battle with Mirak. And basically, once you get to Solstheim and you start doing the quest, you find out it's because Mirak is behind. He's controlling the people of Solstheim to rebuild Hermaeus Mora's shrine. And he's kind of not doing the greatest job. I assume it's because he's obviously not that into it because he doesn't want to be there. And so Hermaeus Mora contacts you and says, basically, Mirak is failing me. I'm going to give you the same opportunity I gave to Mirak. You can become my champion and join me in Apocrypha and have all the knowledge your wildest, deepest, darkest dreams could ever want.
Especially the dark ones.
And you'll get
'Cause
powers.
this shit equals dark.
Exactly. But on one condition, you have to kill Mirak.
Indeed you do.
That was the fine print, Hermaeus Mora, but he's got such a great voice, he couldn't really fine print his voice.
But on one condition, you kind of have to kill Mirak.
Trademark.
And you're just like,
Did you just trademark yourself?
what the fuck did
It's a verbal trademark.
yeah, spoiler alerts incoming if you haven't played the Dragonborn DLC. It's been out for like 4 years.
That's okay.
I'm just explaining his role, goddammit. If you haven't played the Dragonborn DLC yet, then you know what? You should. Okay? And you should have clicked off, because I've already said a lot.
Yeah.
You fight Mirak. Hopefully you defeat him, I mean.
He's just like any other dragon priest.
Unfortunately.
Hashtag salty.
hashtag Alduin PTSD. Flashbacks from Alduin, not being...
Clear skies.
Hit him a few times. Oh no, the clouds. Oh no, they're back. Fuck, I can't see him.
Clear skies.
Spell. Oh, fuck, I can't see him again. The clouds are back again.
Yay, best boss fight ever.
Dude, honestly, the hardest part of Apocrypha is the fucking Seekers and Lurkers. The Lurkers aren't as bad because you can see them shits from a mile away, but you're running and you're
They're
just
creepy.
You're just fucking enjoying yourself. You run over like this green puddle, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then all of a sudden, this Seeker just fucking comes out.
Oh my god.
It's like a
that a fucking Seeker?
Is that a fucking Seeker?
Not the Seeker from Harry Potter,
Oh dear.
but like a Seeker like in Hermaeus Mora's fucked up realm of Apocrypha. Is that a fucking Seeker?
Exactly. That's exactly what goes through your head.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to fucking kill this here Seeker, boys.
Exactly. I think honestly those enemies are the hardest part of getting through
Yeah.
Apocrypha.
For sure.
It's confusing as fuck, I will say that. It's a maze and a half trying to find all the black books to transport you into to even get to Mirac.
Yeah. It's cool though.
It's fun. It's
a cool DLC.
It's such a cool looking realm, and they did it perfectly. Like they really translated the immensity of the books really well in Skyrim. Like it's just you look up and you've got a ceiling of books, and then you look to your side and you've got like a 150-foot tower just of books, and like at all the little light pillars you just got a fucking tornado of pages, and like there's just pages on the floor, books randomly everywhere.
That's like in Molag Bal in Cold Harbor. There's a lot of in like his personal study. There's a shitload of books too. Like when you're running in the main quest in ESO to defeat Molag Bal or whatever, when you're in Cold Harbor and you have to go through like his like quarters or like his castle in Cold Harbor or whatever. Like there's books everywhere. Like it's kind of the same thing where like there's just the walls are lined with books. There's like these pillars of books and shit everywhere. And
yeah, I mean, to credit the Daedric Princes, they are extremely knowledgeable.
yeah, I mean
They might
eternal beings.
Betray each
One
other.
would hope
and,
they'd know a thing or two.
and hate each other and want to kill each other. And I mean, we can look past all that. Very smart.
Thank you for tuning in to the Sons of Sithis podcast. We hope you've enjoyed. For any updates, follow our Twitter at Sons of Sithis, and if you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, send it to our email at sonsofsithis@gmail.com.
Spill some blood for me, dear sister.